What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. Today we're going to be reviewing Ouija Macc's album Stalewind, dropped at the Gathering this year. Now, I know I've stated in the past that I'm not a big fan of Ouija Macc. It's not really my cup of tea, and while the cup of tea portion of that statement still kind of stands true, I have become more open to Ouija Macc, so as he releases projects, I do check them out. Stalewind is no exception. I did check this album out. The issue is there was so much other music dropping around the time that Stalewind came out. I stated before, Ouija Macc is not my first pick when I wake up in the morning. It's not typically a Ouija Macc album that I'm like in my head wanting to go listen to. Unfortunately, he's not quite my cup of tea. He's not my first pick. That being said, I do like some Ouija Macc albums. I have found it best when I'm listening to Ouija Macc to kind of put him on as background music, like if I'm driving in the car or whatever, as far as that goes. But again, it's not usually my first pick, so I haven't given Stalewind a whole lot of listens. I've made it through the album maybe 1.5 times. I made sure to go listen to it at least one time to get a full proper listen to it, and I didn't find myself desired enough to really go back and revisit it. So you may be asking, well, why the fuck are you reviewing this album when you haven't properly reviewed it? Again, a lot of music has dropped around the time that Stalewind did. That's not really going to stop. There's other artists coming up that have projects planned to be released. And I don't see myself revisiting Stalewind enough to give, I guess you could say, a full review of that album. I'm just not finding myself drawn to it. Every time that I've attempted to go try to listen to it, I end up stopping it and going listening to something else. And the window of relevancy of dropping this review and talking about this album, I feel like is coming to a close. So I wanted to get my thoughts out there for anybody who may be wondering what I thought about Stalewind. And again, it's not a bad album. It's just not my first pick, and it's not my cup of tea. So I do not have a physical copy to show you guys. I want to try to stop having my reviews solely have physical CDs. I think we're moving more into a digital age anyway, so I want to try starting to do more, I guess you could say, digital reviews while still doing some physical ones. But so I don't have a CD to show you. I have it pulled up on iTunes right now. I'm just going to let it stay on me so we can just talk about the album. Again, I've listened to it. I didn't think it was terrible. I found myself drawn and wanting to go listen to other music. So the 5 tracks on here that I did like was Beast in Dior, Mo Murda, FURN, which is, fucked up right now, In the Ha, and You're Dead. With my favorite out of those, and this was tough, right? This was a tough pick, but I would say it's kind of a tie between Fucked Up Right Now and Beast in Dior. Hex fucking kills it. I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or not, but I'm gonna fucking say it right here. Roast me if you want in the comments, but I think that Hex is the best artist on Chapter 17 right now, because he fucking kills it. I need to go buy his album physically. I know in that review I had made kind of gripes and complaints about why I wouldn't buy it. That's a shitty thing to fucking do. I should support Hex because he fucking kills it. So that's definitely an album that I need to pick up. But yeah, I really like Beast in Dior. I like that song. I like that song quite a bit. But again, Fucked Up Right Now, I really enjoyed that song as well. But again, the album's not bad. It's just not my cup of tea, and I'm drawn to other things right now. So it's really difficult for me to go in and give this more listens when I'm finding myself drawn to other music. Boondocks is getting ready to drop a new album, so I'm listening to older Boondocks albums. Obviously I've started listening to Twisted again, so I'm like catching up on the last 5 years of music that they've put out. The songs of Sam Hain have my attention right now, and they're getting ready to drop a new project for the Songs of Sam Hain series. So my mind is just in other places. But again, I wanted to give a quick little review about Stalewind so people know where I'm at with it. I don't think it was a terrible album. It's just not, it hasn't blown me away. No pun intended with the wind. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of praise for it, which is awesome. Ouija Macc has blown the fuck up in the short 5 years that he has, really kind of come to the scene. I know he was around for a while with Swagtooth, and then did some solo stuff before he actually signed to Psychopathic. But just seeing how much growth he's had in the last 5 years, I mean, I don't think it's really an unfair thing to say that Ouija Macc is the most successful artist that was ever signed to Psychopathic, next to Twisted. Maybe even a little bit more than Twisted. I don't know. Might be a little early to say that, but he's up there. Like, he's up there as one of the most successful and fastest growing acts on Psychopathic Records ever. So, it's dope to see that following that he has growing and expanding, with him doing Chapter 17 now on his own. So, while I've always said that's not really my cup of tea, I think it's dope. I respect his hustle. And, I respect others' opinions on what they think about the album. So if you have listened to Stalewind, tell me down below what your favorite tracks are and why. And if you didn't like the album, just don't comment. You know what I mean? Because I think there's too many people that want to bash and be negative. So I want everyone to just stay positive in the comments of this video. So again, leave your favorite thoughts, or leave your favorite tracks down below. Head down into the description. There are 2 links for 2 different stores where you can pick up merchandise if you'd like to support me. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.